Everyone involved in the making and recording of this podcast is fully vaccinated and boosted. We take all COVID-19 protocols very seriously. If you are not vaccinated or know somebody that is not vaccinated, we strongly urge you to get the vaccine. Please do your part. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy this podcast.
I know what we're gonna do today.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Not Ready to Grow Up. I'm one of your hosts, Menna, and I'm here with a special guest.
Hi, my name's Delaney.
Delaney, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself real quickly?
Well, me and Menna go to the same school. We're both seniors. Menna's gonna leave me for college.
No, you're leaving.
Well, I'll be leaving. I'm gonna come visit Menna all the time. I'm gonna watch her games and everything. Because we're just in love.
Yeah.
Not actually, but like maybe in a friendship way.
Actually, okay. So pause, because this is kind of funny. So obviously, I've known Delaney since freshman year.
Yeah.
And we got really close sophomore year, right before COVID hit and everything.
Yeah.
So, okay, I also want to mention that my dog is barking in the background because she's trying to get to Delaney. I have flashbacks of when me and Delaney used to pretend to be married. And it was me.
Oh, yeah.
I would slide on one of your rings.
Oh my God.
And then the next clip was another one of our friends sliding the ring onto your finger and giving you a kiss. And you hear me screaming in the background.
Because she was jealous. That was funny. I literally saw that flashback not too long ago.
Yeah, because it was January-ish.
I think so. It was definitely I know it's February.
Probably.
It was definitely February.
I remember I saw that. I was
yeah. Well, that was so long ago.
But I kind of want to tell this story.
Go ahead.
Because
I honestly don't remember how we met, though.
So, okay, every time I tell this story, everyone agrees with me. Because Delaney, gave off these I'm such a try-hard white girl vibes.
Did I actually?
Okay, my first impression, we were at a football game. Delaney's like, oh my God, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Delaney. Look at all these text messages I don't answer. Oh my God, look whose boyfriend's in my phone. I'd be like, bro, I'm going to hate this girl. I was like from the moment I met you, I'm like, I'm going to hate her. I'm like, this is going to be the one girl that blows the fuck out of me.
Me, freshman, sophomore year is, completely different from, now.
Yeah.
But, I don't think that, it's just me. It's literally everyone you'll ever meet. COVID, changed everybody.
You definitely, no. But yours is, a lot more noticeable.
You think so?
Because, oh my God,
I want
to punch you the first time I met you.
Really?
Oh my God. I remember I don't remember who was at that football game, but the person I showed up with. I remember who I showed up with.
Well, I was also in Palm, so how would I have talked to you? That's the thing.
I don't remember, but it was I can't remember the football game. It was one of the very first football games, something like that.
Okay.
I don't remember who was with me, and I remember turning to them, and I'm like, I know I'm not going to like Delaney. I was like, I can't. And I was like, her personality is giving Mean Girls right now.
Oh, I think low-key, if I'm gonna be honest, that's the way I really wanted to come off. I was obsessed with the movie Mean Girls. I literally wanted to be Regina George.
And you definitely get
I wasn't I was just a hoe. I literally someone posted me on Moco Hoes.
Yeah, I remember that.
I wanted to lose my mind. I was ready to transfer schools. And then that's when I was like, okay, where am I going with this? It just wasn't it was actually dirty. I mean, I wasn't physically a hoe, but I entertained a lot of people.
Yeah, because I barely knew you freshman year.
Yeah.
And the amount of stories I would hear about you.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't do this. This girl, bro, I met her. Oh my God. But so many people that you're like Morgan.
Yeah.
I remember she told me, she was like, oh yeah, I didn't like Delaney when I first met her too.
Chloe too. Everyone hated me.
Ooh, that's awkward. I was like, yeah, because you just gave off, the most annoying. I mean, like, I knew I was annoying,
Yeah.
but I was like the weird annoying.
You were like really hyper. I think that's what I stayed away from.
Mhm.
Like you and I'm not gonna say your name, but you guys were very hyper. And
Yeah.
like I didn't like it at all. Like
I'm just an energetic person. No
but
matter
like
what.
compared to like the hyperness like you are now, like it has like decreased by like 1,000%.
No, I was a weird freshman.
I think we both were. Like
Mhm.
who wasn't?
No.
Like literally who wasn't?
I can't get over the fact that you wanted to be Regina George.
No, like you can't tell anyone. Well, like I'm saying, like you can't tell anyone. But I'm talking to this like for a freaking podcast.
I mean, but like that's like I feel like in a way we all grew up watching those movies, so it kind of gave us the oh my god, this is how high school is going to be.
Yeah.
I want to be this person, so my experience is good.
Yeah, literally. Like I like the idea of it being like High School Musical. I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work. And then I saw Mean Girls. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to have like my little clique. And I had my little clique, and then my little clique fell apart.
Oh my god, everybody's little clique freshman year fell apart.
Oh, everyone's friend group literally was a disaster.
Oh my god, like I remember coming into freshman year, I already had like a couple friends from like the school that was coming into our school. So like your middle school.
Okay.
In my middle school, I had 2 friends from there,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the rest of us that came there, and we had our set friend group.
Oh,
and we were like,
okay.
we're gonna be one big friend group.
Yeah,
we're gonna do everything together.
We're
gonna be the bestest of friends. And you had already started to see 3 of them become their own little clique.
Yeah.
2 of us get pushed out, and then slowly the rest of us were getting pushed out. And I remember me and one of my friends at the time. Well, we're still friends, but I'm just not as close. Me and her were like, I was like, why'd you stop hanging out? She's like, oh, like I don't feel a part of the group anymore. I'm like, neither do I, but I don't have anybody else to talk to.
Yeah. When I was like in middle school, I was like, ew, if I have to go to like high school with like all these people, like, cause I like being honest, I did not know like there were multiple middle schools that combined.
Mm-hmm. I mean, ours is just 2.
No.
Well, now it's more.
Well, yeah.
But at first it was just 2.
That is true. But like I thought it was just 1. Like I didn't think there was gonna be like. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to like be stuck with these friends. That's why I was like so set with this one friend group.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to high school, and then I wouldn't call it like popularity, but like definitely when it comes to like people's like how they're social and like people like being antisocial, like a few of them were not as social as I would be. And then I made more friends. They didn't. They stuck with their original clique. And then we ended up just all falling apart.
But like, I want to go back to when you said you were like posting on Moco Hose. Because
oh my gosh.
I don't like. I know like obviously like you didn't do any of that. But you know like so many people will portray themselves that way.
Yeah.
And it's so bad because like this is kind of steering into the topic that we already wanted to talk about. This kind of already steers into like a topic we want to talk about, but so many people will be like, oh, I don't understand why this guy's like doing me this way. I don't understand this and this and that. But like they give off this, oh my god, I'm such like a hoe. I'm such a I play every guy like personality.
Yeah.
And then they're like, why did he ghost me?
Yeah.
Why did he I don't know.
Exactly.
Because I'm just like, freshman year, you literally made yourself sound like that.
I did. And like that's the way I wanted to come off. Like I wanted to be the player. Like I wanted to be this girl that like instead of getting hurt, I did the hurting. And like I ended up like hurting myself. Like I hurt myself like by having like all of these boys in my phone, all of these like entertainment, because it just caught up with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't good. I'm not gonna say I was good at like it's like good to like hide it, but like I definitely did not hide it well, which caught up with me and bit me in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Till this day.
To this day, like I don't stop hearing about it.
I think the thing is like we're such polar opposites.
Freshman year, I did not know you, but like I viewed you.
Yeah.
From the outside.
Everybody was aware of the like this horrible horrible relationship.
But it's weird because I never thought it was horrible until
That's
I
the
knew.
thing. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, you guys are so cute." This dude used to make me think I was the problem. He would be like, "Oh, you're not allowed to have guy friends. You're not allowed to talk to so-and-so. I know he wants to get with you. I know this and this and that. You can only talk to me. Oh, you're cheating on me because you're talking to other guys? Oh, why aren't you answering your phone?" But then he wouldn't talk to me for hours on end. And then we'd be like, "Hey, like, did I do something?" No. Why are you like this?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways.
But like, their relationship is equally as bad, but it's just lasting longer.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to like toxic relationships, there's a difference between like a toxic relationship where you both love each other
Mm-hmm.
and a toxic relationship where like you're only with each other because
You love the idea of each other.
it's not even that, but like you just can't be alone.
I think that's what his problem was.
Yeah.
That he couldn't be alone because he was so terrified of me and like other people
Mm-hmm.
that he would like lose his mind over it. And I'd be like, I literally have no friends now.
Yeah.
And then because of that one experience.
And all he wanted to do was keep you to himself because he didn't want to be alone. Yeah, men are crazy.
Literally.
Men are psychopaths.
And that just like leads me down like a spiral of horrible people till now. When I finally get with someone who is the polar opposite of everybody.
It like brings back all your past trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sabotages you and your relationship. Mm-hmm. It sucks. It sucks.
Very passionate right now, Delaney.
Yeah.
I just
honestly, I don't think I've ever had a bad relationship. Like, I have had a bad relationship, yes. But, like, I've never been cheated on. Like, I've never, like...
Not that you're aware of. We speculate.
We speculate, yeah.
Speculate that it happened.
We think it happened, but we're not
100% positive.
Yeah. But, like, from what I know, I was never cheated on. Like, I've never been, like, left with, like, past trauma. But at the same time, in every relationship that I've been in, I've never completely opened myself up to.
And that's the trauma you don't see.
Oh.
You know, like, okay, I've had this conversation with Delaney on multiple occasions, and I will remind her every time that I can when she brings it up. Delaney has this problem where she can claim she really likes this guy.
Yeah.
That she wants to be with this guy. But the moment, the slightest bit of, like, hinting that something bad might happen in the relationship, Delaney will leave, or she will do him the way that she thinks she's about to get done.
Yeah, it's really bad.
But where did that come from?
Honestly, I think it just came from, like, not to get, like, deep or anything, but, like, watching my family fall apart and, like, my mom not doing anything back really, like, made me accept the idea, like, okay, if I'm going to be done dirty, I have to play the game just as well. So, I don't know. I like the idea of hurting before being hurt. It's bad. I'm horrible.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And I've done it to quite a few people. Yeah. Like, if you wanted to play me, I know I did you dirty. So if you hurt me, it's not going to hurt me as much.
Okay, pause. Doesn't that kind of sound like you've been cheated on the person?
But I haven't, though.
Yeah, you just have, like, that backup plan.
It's like, I don't know, like, even when, like, my relationship's going, like, perfect, I will still... I never know what they're going to pull in their back pocket.
Yeah, no, that's literally me, like, anytime I get into, like, say, like, me and Ryan get into, like, an argument, the first thing I do is, like, step away. Like, yeah. I leave. Not, like, like, not emotionally, but, like, I will leave the situation. Yourself. Yeah, I distance myself, and then I'm just, like... Yeah, I've noticed that. I cannot be in this situation. Like, I will not talk to you until I know I'm fine and can come back to talk to you, because if I don't,
it's not going to end well.
It's really not.
Yeah.
I will explode.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely been times where, like, I've said things I know I didn't mean. And, like, I think he's the same way, but he chooses to stay because he wants to solve it.
Yeah.
But because he's forcing me, not, like, forcing me, but he wants me to stay so we can fix it, it pushes buttons that causes me to explode, then causes him to explode, and then it's just like gets worse when it shouldn't have.
Yeah. But like the relationship you have going, like I can tell like it makes you so happy.
Yeah.
Like you're genuinely happy, like he understands you, he understands your limits, your boundaries. Like you guys are like good for each other. Like you benefit off of each other. Compared to like past relationships where
They weren't half the time. They weren't even relationships.
yeah, but like freshman year, that one
Yeah.
was a disaster. The one after that was a disaster. Well, like your situationships after
Yeah.
that
Oh my
were
god.
a disaster.
The way I wanted that situationship to be a relationship so badly.
They just weren't giving it to
They
you.
weren't. Not like
Wait, which one are we talking about?
right before Ryan. For 3 months, they did the quarterback at our school. I felt like that bitch for. I felt like that bitch for 3 months.
I wasn't even thinking about
There
this
you go.
one.
Funny part. He wanted to date Delaney.
Did he actually?
He told me this while in a relationship with me.
No fucking
He
way.
was like, "Oh yeah, like I was gonna go after Delaney, but you showed more interest." I was like,
What? Why would he tell you that?
"I don't know." I remember when he told me. I used to get so uncomfortable then
I'm
when
so
you guys
sorry.
were like talking to each other or close to each other or anything. Because then in the back of my mind, I'm like, he wanted her before he even thought of me.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I did not know that.
I think literally only one person knew, and I think it was Morgan because I told her. I was like, he told me he wanted Delaney. And she was like, it's fine. Like she's not gonna do anything. I'm like, I know she's not, but just the fact that that's an idea in the back of my head.
Why would he tell you that? That is
He's
so messed
not
up.
even cute enough to be doing girls the way he does. And like retrospect, a quote unquote perfect relationship. But it was too perfect, where it was like no arguing. And like it's normal to argue in a relationship. You're supposed to have disagreements.
You guys were very like calm from what I saw.
Exactly, which was odd.
But you also showed a lot of PDA, which like
something I don't
might
like.
have traumatized you.
That's the thing. I hate PDA.
Yeah.
I can't. The way he broke up. First of all, I had the flu. It was 2 days before Christmas.
Really?
He was like, by the way, I don't think we should be together anymore. And I think I was coming home from I don't remember. I was out with my sister doing something. Mm-hmm. I was coming home. And let me tell you, when I'm sick, I am sick.
Yeah, you don't miss. Never mind, you do miss school.
I do miss school. Now I do.
Yeah, you didn't before.
But if I get sick, my body feels like it's about to die on me.
Okay.
So I'm I have the flu. I am now bawling my eyes out.
With the flu.
With the flu. And I'm just first of all, over the phone.
Yeah.
He was supposed to hang out with me that weekend too.
Oh Lord! But you had the flu.
Yeah.
So,
was that gonna stop me? No.
Well, it would have stopped me.
But here's the thing. After that is when we got close, because it was basketball season.
Me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, I would have quote unquote parties at my house.
But you definitely had a few hangouts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then that's when everything went south.
And then COVID hit, and then we never spoke.
Never.
What made us this close this year?
Question of the day.
I don't remember.
Sorry, we had to take a quick break before we got into another tangent.
Okay, yeah. How, when you were talking about your situationship versus relationship, whatever it was, you brought up how the phone was a major thing in your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at it, the phone is the make or break of a situationship or relationship. It literally is. People get so comfortable with the fact oh, I can text you, I can FaceTime you, therefore I don't need to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing it all the way back to my freshman year when I entertained multiple people, I used the phone as a barrier. And then, I don't know what happened, but my junior year, when I actually wanted to be with someone, I realized oh, I need this jump. I just have to put the phone away and I have to do this in person. Multiple times I had to do that. For example, Owie. Mm-hmm. I've known him since freshman year, but I was comfortable with the fact he was in my phone. Like, I could always text him, call him, da-da-da. And now that, like, I actually see him, it's like, wow, what stopped me years ago?
It's because that finally builds, like, a physical connection between you and the other
But
person.
people are also extremely insecure.
They are.
Which keeps, like, oh, through a phone, you can't see that.
Because you can be comfortable over the phone, but the moment you see him, you'll still be just as nervous as that first FaceTime call was.
Yeah. But it only gets better. But, like, I don't think people, like, take that jump at all.
People get too comfortable over the phone.
They do.
I had a situationship for a year. Everything with this guy was over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I would try. Oh my god, I like pulled so many strings, so I would try and see him in person. Always fake on it, because he was so comfortable with having everything over the phone.
He was like, "Oh, I can text you, I can call you. Therefore, like, what's the point in taking the time out of my day to actually see you?"
I feel like at the same time though, like if you're doing everything over the phone, it's so easy to fake it all.
It is.
So easy.
That's true. Because, for example, when I knew Owie, he was like, how do I know you're serious about this?
Exactly.
But, like, I couldn't express it through the phone. Yeah.
Because you can just be like, oh, you're the only one I talk to. Oh my god, I like you so much.
Yeah.
Oh my god, sleep on the phone with me.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that doesn't prove that you like them. That doesn't prove you want to be with them.
And, like, actions speak louder than words.
Exactly.
By, like, a long shot.
So, like, if you take the time out of your day to go see him, then you're proving something. But if it's just like, oh, I saw you once, that's it, that's fine. You saw me, that's it. No, what are you doing?
But, like, when it comes to, like, high school relationships, like, people also get comfortable with the fact, like, oh, I see you at school. I see you in school. But, like, they're like, oh, that's the time I get to see you. Therefore, like, I should not have to see you outside of school.
Yeah. Oh my god, school relationships make me so uncomfortable.
Literally, I'd be, like, walking in the hallways, there's, like, people making out.
It'd be, like, the freshmen and sophomores
and, like,
on top of
over each other, yeah.
Bro, I don't even like when, like, Ryan can literally be, like, holding my backpack. I'm like, get off. I'm like, no.
Personally, I would never do that, especially in a school setting.
I think...
Where, like, there's teachers everywhere. Like, there's old people judging you. There is old people judging you, especially, like, when you're your tongue are down each other's throats.
I'm judging.
Like, your English teacher's watching that, and then they're grading your paper thinking, oh, why is their paper so? Oh, because they're spending all their, like, extra time shoving their tongue down someone's throat.
Not even. Imagine you, like, see one of your students, like, basically dry humping each other. And then you're you're grading it, and that's all you can see reading it. Like, oh my god, I'd be traumatized.
I could not be a high school teacher. No. Even the middle school ones. Middle school.
Oh my! I remember. Yeah. We used to have like these Instagram accounts, like confessions. People would be like, "Oh yeah, like I did something with so and so under the stairs." I'm like, at school. At school. Like, bro.
No.
Oh my!
Stop.
Like, 7th grade, I was definitely still playing with Legos with my brother.
Really?
Oh no, god, I was still playing Legos with my brother.
I think I played like club penguin like religiously all throughout middle school.
Exactly.
And like I had this like video game like I'd put in my computer and it was like a veterinarian like video game. I'd like play it on my computer every day after school. Like I did not do my homework. Like that's what I played. And then I hear people are outside like smoking weed, like doing this stuff. I was like, I haven't even had my first kiss yet.
Exactly. Like I'm sitting in middle school. I'm just like.
Our generation grew up way too fast.
So, like, no, here's the thing. They wanted to, though.
Yeah.
Like, one of my brother's friends, you can tell he tries to act like a kid sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if me or, like, someone older than him ever steps in the room, you can tell he wants to act a little more mature.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why are you forcing yourself to, like, act my age? You're, like, 12. Like, be 12.
Yeah.
Like, if at 12 years old, I was the one walking into my brother's room. Do you want to play Legos? Do you want to play Legos?
like when I was little, like I'd go to the pool with my mom, and like there would all be these teenagers, and I would always go up to them, like as 11, 12-year-olds, be like, "So guys, what are we gonna do today? Like, are we gonna play mermaids?" Like I wanted to be like that age. Like I wanted to grow up and like be like. Because, like, when you sit at the pool, you're 12. You have no freaking friends. All you do is play with Barbie dolls. And you see this friend group. You're like, oh, my God, I want that life.
That's why, like in my neighborhood, I think it was if you reached 15 or 13, something around that age, you were allowed to get a pass and you could go into the pool by yourself.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, once I reached middle school, I was like, Mom, you gotta put me for this pass. I want to be able to walk to the pool by myself. I want to go with my friends. Like, I don't want you with me. Like, I was so excited to get it. Or, like, when my sister got it.
Yeah.
I'm like, Omnia, you have to take me. Omnia, I can't. I don't want to be with our parents. It's embarrassing. And I'm like, why didn't I enjoy that? Like, my dad was, like, throwing me in the pool.
Yeah.
My mom is sitting there chasing me. Like, why didn't I enjoy that?
Yeah.
I was so pressed to be the one middle schooler that was able to walk to the pool by themselves.
But, like, even, like, for example, let's say you walked in with your parents, like, the idea of, like, you thinking, like, oh, I'm being judged by, like, these other kids. Like,
I don't care.
Like, that was, like...
That was so big.
Yeah.
Like, no one cares, though.
No, nobody
Literally
cares.
nobody cares.
But, like, it's that mentality.
It's...
Like that, oh, I'm going to be judged if I walk in with my mom to the grocery store, so I'm just going to sit in the car.
I remember sophomore year, and when, like, everyone was starting to learn how to drive and all that, I was so embarrassed that I wasn't getting my license anytime soon.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, like, Mom, you gotta sign me up now. Mom, please. And then I was just like, nobody cares if I can drive or not.
Definitely wasn't sophomore year. It was, like, junior year.
No, you can get your permit halfway through sophomore year. And everyone was like, oh, yeah, I already got mine. Or during COVID when everyone was doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, I haven't gotten anything yet. Like, I didn't get my permit till...
No. Oh, well, that's no.
No, November 2021.
I got my license 2020, and I was like, how did I do that?
Yeah, I literally didn't get my license till, like, last month?
Yeah.
And, like, I literally couldn't get
it. Hasn't even been a month.
But then there's some people who make that their whole personality that they can drive. Half the time, I remember when I first got it, I was like, oh my God, I can drive myself. I literally don't want to drive.
No, but you've also had, like, the worst luck.
No. Oh my God. The weekend after I got my license, I was driving my dad's car, and I think, like, I hit a pothole or something, and both of my dad's right tires popped. When I tell you when that happened to me, and I realized that the tires have, like, deflated, my heart was racing. I was freaking out.
Okay, when you say pop, like, I mean, like, popped.
Like,
they just
there
went
was, like,
flat.
No, there was, like, a hole. Like, something scratched, like, the tire.
So, like, it was, like, slashed.
Yeah, like, it looked like...
Deflated.
Yeah.
But not, like, exploded like a balloon.
Explode.
Okay.
But, like, here's the thing, and I didn't even realize until I had gotten home, when all of a sudden I felt the car, like, get, like, jumpy. And I was
jumpy.
Like, have you ever driven on, like, a flat tire?
Yeah, I have, actually.
Yeah, and you know when you can tell, like, the car is, like, weird?
It's uneven.
Yeah, that's literally when I realized. I was pointing to the driver, and I was like, oh, my God.
My shit rock.
No, I tell you, my heart was racing. I was getting ready to cry. He's like, this is my dad's car.
Too.
Yeah, like, it's a new car. Yeah. And I'm sitting here, like, about to shit myself. Because, like, I gotta walk into my dad's room. I gotta tell him that I popped his tires, and I don't know how I popped his tires. He's not gonna believe me.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, take this as a learning lesson. I'm like, who are you?
Well, I've never seen this side of you.
Like, I was so ready for him to get, like, upset, but he was like, oh, like, I get it. It's okay. It happens. Just be more careful when you drive.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, especially when it comes to, like, driving and you're new, like, your parents are extremely worried about you. Like,
exactly.
Like, if anything would have happened to you rather than the car, like, we can replace the car, we can replace tires, we can't replace you, Menna.
Oh my God, I know I'm not replaceable. But then the weekend after that, this isn't my fault though. This wasn't.
Okay.
So I was driving my sister's car to practice. It was early in the morning, and I had mentioned to her the day before. I was like, hey, there's, like, a mini puddle from, like, where your car was. I don't know if that was, like, pee or something because, like, the dogs sometimes like to pee on the driveway. So I don't know if that was from there. But then I was like, oh, by the way, also, like, your oil, like, thing came up. And my sister was like, oh, they probably, like, forgot to reset it because that Thursday she had gotten her oil changed. And you're supposed to reset it in the car. So I was like, oh, okay, that was fine. Next morning, I take her car, and there was this fat puddle in the driveway that I didn't even notice until I had finally, like, pulled out. But I'm like, I'm about to be late. I can't, like, wait and be like, hey, like, somebody look at this. I got to get to practice. I get to practice. It's fine. Everything's fine. And there's, like, sort of like a trail behind me when I'm driving. And I didn't even realize it until I got it out of the car into the parking lot. And I just saw, like, dots. I was like, bro, what is happening? So my sister had called me when I finally got out of practice, and I was like, hey, by the way, there's like a puddle under your car. I didn't have the time to tell anybody, but can you go look at it? Like, I don't know if it's pee, if it's oil, if it's something. Just please look. And she starts freaking out. She goes in, and I was like, hey, is it okay if I still get like Dunkin' or something? Because I was like, it was like early in the morning. I just got out of practice. I want to get myself food.
How'd you have practice in the morning?
It was a Saturday practice.
Oh.
Because here's the thing, we didn't notice anything until Saturday. She got her oil changed on Thursday.
Okay.
Didn't notice.
So the car sat Friday. No.
Yeah. No, she drove to work on Friday.
Okay.
There was nothing there. That's why we were confused on how we didn't catch it till Saturday.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm on my way to Dunkin'. My sister calls me, come home now. It's oil. You have to come home now. I'm like, what do you mean? My dad's like, all the oil from your sister's car just leaked out. You need to get home now. So I'm like freaking out because then they're like,
Dunkin's so far from you.
Exactly. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, okay, I just gotta get home. Don't stop the car. Don't do anything. Praying that I hit every green light. I make it home. Mr. checks. All the oil in the car is gone. And she had just gotten an oil change. So now she has to get the car towed. And so they had like changed the oil, fixed it up. And that night she was going to go pick it up. The car doesn't start.
I mean, yeah, that's like,
yeah. And like everyone always obviously like has like their like stories of like first time driving.
Yeah.
I was expecting mine to happen a couple months into getting my license, not the weekend.
I mean, I hit a fucking deer.
Yeah, but that's also because you speed.
It had nothing to do with it. I'm in the middle of nowhere, and it's a 2-lane road. It's either I swerve to go into a tree and a ditch, or I hit a car head on, or I just hit the deer. Yeah. And there's nothing I could have done.
Well, Delaney's also not acknowledging the fact that I saw on her story she was going 100-something down the road and ended up in the grass.
Oh my god.
I remember when I saw that. I was like, how does she manage?
Stop. I don't. Someone ran me off the road. I was.
Someone?
Listen. No. Listen, me and Morgan were in the car. I was racing somebody. It was another Beamer. And they ran me off the fucking road. It's not funny. They ran me off the road. Oh, like, I should have gotten I literally should have gotten, like, freaking, like, their license plate. Like, I could have turned them in. You ran a 17-year-old who's on a provisional license off the road. That's not funny.
You were racing a car, Delaney. You wanted to turn them in. So how did this happen? Oh, so me and this Beamer right next to me were racing. Yeah, I was about to beat him.
I mean, like, I could have killed Morgan. I could have killed, like, we could have died. That car could have flipped.
This is why you don't speed or race, Delaney. Oh my god.
You know, like, the first telling me this information, I was just like, I'm gonna, like,
listen,
apply it.
Exactly. The first time I ever got into a car with Delaney, she ran a stop sign. And she knew it was there, by the way. She slowed down, looked both ways before she, like, hit the brake or anything. Doesn't hit the brake and kept going. She was like, no car was coming. I was like, bro. I was like,
okay, but listen, like, my mom's a reckless driver. She taught me how to drive.
Oh,
so, like, that's how, like, I've learned to be, like, a dominant driver. Like, yeah, I'm crazy, but, like, I'm a safe driver, but I'm dominant.
But, yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm not gonna, like...
You're not gonna let anything happen.
Like, I'm not scared. Like, when people get on the road, like, a lot of people are scared.
Mm-hmm.
Because...
That's me.
Yeah.
Even though I know it's my right of way, I'm still afraid, like, a car is gonna be an idiot and it hit me.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Compared, like, I have big balls when I drive. Like, I'm not scared, but, like...
Omnia, I remember, like, hers was, like, 3 months into getting her license. Her big accident was her literally getting pushed off the highway and her car, like, getting totaled. She was fine. First of all, I don't know how she walked out of that completely fine when the car had literally flipped and been destroyed.
Really?
Like, the car was gone.
Wow. I don't know that.
Yeah. Like that, okay, in a way, that was kind of what I was expecting for like my first time. Like,
Okay, whoa, that's horrible.
no, but like I was like expecting like my first driving incident to happen 3 months in, and it's gonna be something major, and then now I'm gonna be cautious.
Yeah.
No, mine happened two times. 2 times, 2 weekends back to back, and I don't even know how it happened.
So, Menna, are you excited to play Lax at HUD?
I am.
You're finally
I'm
gonna be out of
nervous.
college. I mean, high school.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out of college next year. I'm nervous. I feel like my first 2 years, I'm not gonna get any playing time. I don't know why.
Even so, I mean, that's not true. Like, you're a good player. Like, you've been recruited by a team, whether it's D2, D3, D1.
Obviously, they're gonna prioritize like their older players.
Yeah, duh.
But I feel like, especially if it's like my first year, I'm not expecting for me to be like, oh my god, no, you're starting.
Yeah.
No.
But like, I
don't expect to be excited about my junior or senior year.
But like, I also think it's like really important to like build like good bonds, so like you have the opportunity, not to like give you a leg up, but like it definitely will give you a leg up.
Yeah, and it's like I'm sorry for my dog screaming in the background. But like I'm also like, she told me I was like athletic, and she expects me to work on positions I've never worked on before.
Yeah.
So she was like, I'm gonna work with you to take like others, because like I'm strictly a defensive mid. I suck at attack, even though like in mid, like obviously you're gonna run with the ball, you're gonna try to take shots. I've taken shots, I've made goals and all that, but I'm better at defense
than offense.
Yeah. And I'm a midi because I'm fast. I can run the ball. But put me on attack, I'm gonna sit there so clueless. I'm gonna try and run up to defense.
Yeah.
Like they did it once for a game. First of all, it was like a horrible game to put me on attack for. First of all, it was such a bad game because we were playing RM, and their entire team is club girls.
Oh, really?
And it was like the COVID season, so like all of our like half of our players are new, so like they're still learning. I'm like, why you put me on attack, bro? I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, yeah, I played this sport for like
years,
a couple of years, but like
this is a whole new like perspective.
Yeah, so like first of all, I'm barely seeing the ball, and then when I do, like I'm like trying to run midi plays.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm like, I'm supposed to be saying like forward up, but I'm keeping myself back. It was bad.
I mean, like, still, you have like an amazing opportunity going for you.
Dang, we spoke
quite a long time.
We did.
Hello! I was not part of this episode, but I'm here to do the outro because Menna can't seem to memorize it. Delaney and her are laughing. It's not funny. This is serious. This is business talk.
It's okay. I'm going to edit it later either way.
Anyhow, thank you to the lovely guest, Delaney, that I was not a part of this episode for.
Oh, but she probably could have heard it through the wall.
I was downstairs, actually, so I didn't really hear a single thing.
You'll hear it later.
Yeah, I'll hear it on Thursday when this comes out. And speaking of Thursday, make sure to follow us on all of our social media at Not Ready to Grow on Instagram and TikTok, and NRTGU Pod on Twitter. I almost said Teasbook. Teasbook? That's not a name. Anyways, and at Not Ready to Grow Up on Facebook. We post cool content, behind the scenes stuff, and sometimes you'll see our pets. I'm referring to the video of the dog that I posted on the account.
Or to the fact that Luna was in the background of this whole video.
Video. This is audio.
Audio, same thing.
No one's seeing my face.
Okay,
Anyways, anybody have anything to say before we wrap this shit up?
Thank you guys for having me. This is awesome.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming, even though I wasn't in this episode. Yeah, it was so great. I'd love to hear about it. I would love to contribute to the conversation. It was so riveting.
One day you will.
Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. All right.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Kid!